Hey guys, it's Kathy. I hope you're doing well and not near any tornadoes, which are scary. All right, there we go. So, I got a clip from Miss Fields Production. Thank you so much. Carolyn sent it to me. She thought we would all really enjoy it, and I agree. This judge is great. This judge is awesome. I love this judge. Here, I'll show you.
How you doing?
Can you tell me who is who, please?
Robert Woods.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to ask both of you to please raise your right hands. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, Mr. Woods, this was your motion, and you have written here that there was failure to pay rent as well as other violations. It says dogs, kids, and under new ownership.
Correct.
Okay. What would you like to say, sir?
At this property, I was in an agreement with Mr. Woods to basically be landlord there at the property. I also have a family, which was my fiance and 2 minor children that resided at the domicile. Over a 5.5-month period from October the 25th, 2023 until approximately 30 days ago. The agreement was for me to rent rooms out at the property, maintain trash at the property, rent rooms out to the male occupants. My fiance's position at the property was property manager to rent out rooms to the female occupants at the property. This is a multi-level unit.
Okay.
And to maintain all common areas and clean areas and supply clean products to the cleaning area. At the point in time that the property did not have tenants in the property anymore to rent cash revenue for Mr. Woods, he came to the property and requested that the property be vacated and we leave the property for him to place an individual inside the property on Section 8 that he could draw cash rent from. We requested that I, as a disabled veteran, approach VA if he wanted cash rent from anyone at that time, since we've been at the domicile since October the 25th, 2023, and this was January 2024. He did not want to agree. In that agreement, I returned home to receive this on the door, which was his eviction notice.
Yeah, if you hand it to him, yeah.
Upon that time, further communication was.
Give me 1 second to read it, okay? Is this what you put on his door, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm sorry, sir. This does not comply with the law.
It's not an eviction notice. It was the 7-day notice that
What's
they.
it say at the top?
Oh, no, I've got that at the 8 hardware. But it was.
That's the
7 days.
wrong place to get your legal documents, sir. This case is dismissed. Keep this in case you need it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So he stays in my house.
Until you do it right. Yep.
I went to the court and gave him the 7-day notice.
Sir, you need a lawyer
I'm
if you want to do this.
okay.
Right, okay?
Okay.
Larry Satterley versus Teresa Smallwood. I'm going to ask both of you to please raise your right hands. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be nothing but the truth? Okay. So, Mr. Satterley, you bought the home and she was already a tenant in it. Is that correct? Or
She owned it, but she didn't live in it at the time that I purchased it.
Okay.
So prior to me purchasing it, we had negotiated her getting her stuff out before the, not
Okay.
before that. After I put it in my name, I give her another 30-day warning. She still hadn't got all her stuff out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Barely even attempted to get her things out. Kept making excuses after excuses. So finally I told her I was gonna file an eviction to make sure all her stuff's get out of there so I can start the renovation.
Okay.
And here we are.
Okay. When's the last time you lived in this property, ma'am?
Over 2 years.
Okay. So unfortunately for you, evictions is about who's living in the property. Yeah, he wants you to take your hands out of your pocket. You're making him nervous. Okay, sorry. That's just his job. I know you weren't threatening me, but he's nervous. So if she's not living in the property, you can't legally evict her. Now, with regard to the stuff, that's a totally different matter. Okay, so why haven't you got your stuff out?
Oh, can I,
No, answer my question.
okay. It wasn't way before that, and he gave me time to do it, but then he was always saying, there's a lot of things in there that they were just throwing away of my things before this eviction. I never even got a notice saying that I had to go to court. for
When
the
did you
eviction.
close on the sale of the property?
December the 29th.
Why wasn't your stuff out before December 29th?
Because he kept telling me Oh, you can leave it in there. It's not my way or anything. And, as long as it's not in there for 6 months.
Is it clear now that it's in the way?
I don't know because he hasn't allowed me on the property and hasn't allowed me to retrieve any of my items that I've been tagging for all of these months. And I have text messages to prove that. And he never allowed me on it. He barred me off of the property and I didn't
That's
allow.
why you get your stuff out before you sell it to somebody else and somebody else takes
I
possession.
didn't.
Okay. Do you allow her
tricked
this
me out of
weekend
that
to
house.
remove all of her property? That if it's not out by this Sunday evening, you can do with it as you want?
Ma'am.
No.
If you give me a set day and time, absolutely.
Okay, Saturday and Sunday this week, which is the the 5th and 6th? No, 6th and 7th, and she's got to be done by 6 PM on the 7th,
That's fine with me.
okay?
May I
Uh-huh.
accept to that?
Yeah.
He has already been throwing my items that I probably don't even have very many things in there that he has illegally removed from the
This court
premises.
doesn't deal with that, man, okay? I'm trying to save some of your stuff. He legally could have probably already thrown it all in the dumpster, okay? So I'm trying to get you some of your stuff back. If you don't want to take this opportunity, fine. He can, 6 PM Sunday, he can have the biggest dumpster in the world and all your stuff in it. Take the opportunity, get what you want, and be done with this, okay?
Can you ask him if he even
No,
has it?
I'm not asking him anything, because I'm not your mediator. Goodbye.
Oh man, she's great. Carolyn, thank you so much. That judge is great. So, the day that she played this, Mrs. Fields, she also had some DeSanto that was really good. So you guys should go check it out. It's really good. Actually, you know who else I saw today that was really good? People in Court. People in Court had this child support case on. That was so funny. Oh my gosh. It was pure gold. So you should go watch that too. Hi, Christy. Okay, let's get to Judge Fleischer.
On 4/17/2024, the officer was dispatched to a crash, a major crash. The complainant was rear-ended, causing approximately $80,000 to his 2021 Lexus. Excuse me, $8,000. $8,000 to his 2021 Lexus. Lexus IS 300. The defendant did not stop and continued to drive away. The complainant followed the defendant for approximately 30 minutes. One stop, CW attempted to speak to the defendant, who was refusing to provide information and run away from him. Before she finally gave the complainant her Texas driver's license, approximately 10 minutes of trying to talk to her, but not her insurance. Defendant had slurred speech, a strong odor of alcohol emanating from her breath, red bloodshot eyes, and was unsteady balanced. Defendant admitted to drinking 3 Miller Lights at the Astros game, but was unable to recall when she started and when she finished. The defendant continued to change her story and was unable to keep her statements clear. The defendant stated that she was in the same car as the complainant during the crash and that the complainant's twin brother was the person driving but ran off. The defendant was asked to stand for the standard field sobriety test multiple times, but refused. While being taken to JPC, the defendant vomited in the back seat of the affianced vehicle. When asked last time to conduct the standard field sobriety test, she stated that she would like to consult with her lawyer. She read and defendant declined sample. So blood warrant was executed.
Blood warrant. Did you guys run her license, see if she has a valid license? Ms. Herrera, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or dope, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you have a valid Texas driver license? Do you have valid liability insurance in your name? Then you're not allowed to drive. And I'm going to have you sign with me today an affidavit promising me that you're not going to drive. If I catch you driving without both of those, I'm going to put you in jail and I'm going to light you up. Do you understand? Yes, sir. It's the second time you have a DWI and you flee from an accident. No more.
One quick question, if she obtains the insurance, will you reconsider your position on driving at that time?
Perhaps, but I'm really upset that we now have a second time where it's a DWI and she flees from the scene again. She didn't get it the first time. What's it going to take?
I understand your position.
What is it going to, do you need to kill someone for you to get it?
Your Honor, defendant's up.
Okay, I'm taking it away now. You're not allowed to drive. You understand? This is an affidavit. So if you violate this, and I don't care what your excuse is, I can have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing 6 months in jail every single time you drive. Do you understand? You will be ordered to obtain an ignition interlock. Well, you're not allowed to drive, so you'll be getting a portable device that you're going to take with you everywhere you go to prove to me that you're not consuming alcohol. You have a lawyer. I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with either with Mr. DeToto or Willie, and they will guide you upon this DWI and your other case. Now, I don't want any bond violations. If I find that you're consuming alcohol and you become a problem, likewise, I'm going to put you in a rehab facility in the jail. Do you understand? You know what I'd like to see, Willie? Before I allow her to drive, I want to see proactive measures that she's taken to show us that she understands the gravity of what's happening, what's happened in the past. Until that point, until I know that the people of Harris County are safe, I don't want you on the streets at all. You scare me. Do you understand? Do we have, you said it's a major accident. Were there any injuries?
No, Judge, no allegations of injuries, just the vehicle was rear-ended.
Okay, I'm gonna have you come up here, swear to us that you're not gonna drive. We'll get you to Victoria to sign a reset. You'll get with Jeremiah for your bond condition. After that, you guys are free to go. Thanks. You too, man.
Cooper, come on up.
Yeah. On the other side, man.
Yes, it's slow.
This is,
Cooper on stage 5.
got it. Are you Shannon Cooper?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Cooper, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. 417, officer dispatched to a wrong-way driver in Harris County, Texas. Will witness observed the vehicle driving on a public roadway, swerving across 2 lanes and almost hitting the guardrail. The witness observed the defendant then drive into the parking lot, and officers pulled up shortly after. The defendant was the sole occupant of the vehicle. Officers noticed a strong smell of alcohol or alcoholic beverage and was staggering and swaying back and forth. Stated field sobriety test refused. DIC red, breath refused, blood warrant was issued. You're right. So first he had a DWI 2010, 2006, 1 in 2009, and 2 in 2010.
Oh, those are driving without license. DWLIs. The only DWI is 2006.
I do see that he has a failure to stop and render aid, though, from
He does have a failure to stop and render aid.
where someone died.
Yes, correct. He was put on deferred. It was terminated subsequently.
Bad things happen when you get in a car, Mr. Cooper. I am now taking away your privilege to drive from you permanently. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No driving, and I'm going to have you now sign an affidavit with me promising me you're not going to drive. If you drive, and I don't care what your excuse is, I don't care if Mother Teresa needs to ride to church, you drive, You will be facing a contempt charge, up to 6 months of jail and a $500 fine every time you get in a car and drive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm also now ordering you to obtain a handheld interlock device that you're going to take with you. Prove to me that you're not consuming alcohol. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or any kind of dope, you will go to jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
What do you do for a living, sir? What do you do for a living?
Construction, for fire sprinklers, foreman,
How much money do you make a month?
34 an hour.
We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I will get you to Victoria. We're going to have you sign a reset. After that, you'll get to Jeremiah, where we're going to have you sign your bond conditions. Don't drink alcohol, and above all else, do not drive. Things will go sideways so quick if I find you in a car. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, come on.
I already have an interlock or the paperwork and everything.
Okay, so we're going to switch you now to a portable device. So you're going to have to use someone else to take your car to get that thing taken off. Okay, well, let's do this. Is it waived, the fee?
But
I'm going to have you get a portable device so I know it, and I will waive the fee so it won't cost you anything, so that you're not double paying. Okay. But don't. Prosecutors, you don't need to. What you need to do is you need to hire a lawyer. You need to get on it quick. Okay. So let's get you started with all the paperwork, and then I would advise you as soon as you get out of here, start contacting lawyers. Okay. Please.
Page 10, Garza, Jessica. Yeah, which was the first.
So he also had he picked up the felony, the unlawful,
Yes, Your Honor.
in possession.
The allegations included a firearm in the vehicle, and because of that, he was charged with unlawful carrying with a firearm conviction. He has a full prior out of county, but his only felony here is that. Sorry.
Got it. Okay. What is your name, ma'am?
Jessica.
That last name.
Garza, page 10.
This is an old case. This case is 200 days old. Do you have a lawyer today, Ms. Garza?
No.
It's time to decide now what we do with your case. We're going to do probable cause the first to see whether there's probable cause to go forward. After that, I'm giving you a lawyer today. Your case is so old, we figure out what happens today. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, man. You also have the unlawful carrying. So on that one, you're facing up to a year in jail. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. On October, 14, 2023, officer observed a tan sedan driving eastbound on Berry Road, make a wide right turn and drive straight into the ditch on Meta Street. Officer observed defendant get out of her vehicle and attempted to push her car out of the ditch, then get back in her car and attempt to drive out of the ditch. Officer approached defendant and observed
Strong odor of alcoholic beverage, red glossy eyes, slurred speech.
defendant unable to walk on her own, falling on the patrol vehicle. Defendant, she started drinking, apologize, Your Honor, at 7:20 p.m. that night. Standard field sobriety test was refused. During an inventory of the defendant's car, officer found empty tamale of vodka behind the passenger seat, 2 Bud Light, 20-ounce cans on the ground outside of the driver's side door, 1 cup of a mixed drink in the center console that was 3/4 full. Officers also found a pink Leighton Charter Arms handgun revolver, 38 caliber in the driver's side door, not in a holster, loaded with 5 rounds. And that's the extent of the.
I would hope that you know that it's damn near elementary not to have alcohol in the car while you're driving. That allegation in and of itself makes it a minimum of 5 days in jail if they have alleged in your case. It is further presented that at the time the defendant committed the offense of operating a motor vehicle while intoxicated, as here and above alleged, committed on or about October 14th of 2023, he had an open container of an alcoholic beverage in his immediate possession in the passenger compartment of said motor vehicle. Minimum of 5 days. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I don't know if you're walking out of here today, but if you do, you will get a scram on your ankle, and I'm putting a GPS monitor on you so I know where you are at all times. So first things first, I don't know if we're gonna have a reset, so I'm gonna have you take a seat in the jury box. I'm gonna give you a lawyer today, and we find out what happens, man.
Oh,
Take a
Judge,
seat.
also, at the time of criminal history wasn't pulling up, she has an open DWI at Grand Prairie.
She has an open DWI where?
Grand Prairie, it's April 7th, 2023. So she's on bond for an DWI at the point.
Wonderful.
So I just saw it, but we didn't put it in the.
How many more DWIs does she have?
That's correct. That's it.
I am taking the
Stop.
classes.
Don't say anything at this point. Just please take a seat for me in the jury box.
This one's a standard speaker.
Lord.
Nice try.
Get over here.
Wait, don't go. Sneaky, sneaky.
All here was.
Oh, Jimenez, page 16. Jimenez Lopez.
De mucho gusto. Solo miren.
Are you William Javier Lopez, Jimenez Lopez?
Lopez? Yes.
Sir, you're charged with assault of a family member. You are facing up to a year in jail and a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews with the state of Texas. You cannot afford a lawyer. A lawyer will be appointed to represent you.
Será nombrado para representarlo. El derecho de un abogado presente.
On 4/17/2024 in Harris County, Texas, officers were an assault. Officer met with witness who stated that he saw defendant assaulting the complaining witness. Officer met with complaining witness, and the complaining witness and defendant have been dating for 8 years. Defendant punched complaining witness twice in the stomach and once in the face, causing pain. Officer noted that the complaining witness had visible bruising on her right eye. There's no criminal history.
Do you have the rip done so we know what she wants? What does she want as far as contact, if any?
So, Your Honor, at this time, the complainant said that she never filed charges and wants to have contact with the defendant because he is the main provider for the family.
Okay. Mr. Jimenez Lopez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Are you a United States citizen?
No.
Are you in this country with or without permission, sir?
Con permiso o sin permiso? Con permiso. With permission.
What type of permission do you have?
Work permit.
It hasn't expired.
And a social.
It is not expired.
¿No se le ha vencido? No.
I don't know whether you're being honest or not. And in fact, I don't care. The only thing I want you to know is that if you go to jail and there's the slightest problem with your paperwork,
Problema más.
or it has expired,
¿Saben?
or there's something else wrong, and immigration finds you in the jail, they will put a detainer on you, and you will remain in custody until immigration is done with you. They were so backed up that you'll sit there for 9 months waiting for a hearing.
Esperando su-
Do you understand?
¿Entendió, señor? Sí, señor o no, señor. ¿Usted entendió? ¿No? Le está preguntando que si entendió.
Un poco no.
A little bit, no. ¿No me
If
entendió
you
a
go to
mí?
jail,
Give me a second, señor. ¿Usted habla algo de inglés?
No.
Ok, solo escúcheme a mi hermanito y mire el juez. Thank you, Ronald. Go ahead.
if you go to
Si
jail,
usted va a una cárcel, mírenlo a él.
immigration finds you
Migración lo encuentra
because
ahí.
they look there every day.
Miran ahí todo
and
lo
there's a
que-
problem with your paperwork, they will put an immigration detainer on you. You will be stuck in jail until they are done with you, which is usually about 9 months to a year. Not only that,
Solo eso.
the more criminal cases you pick up, the higher likelihood you have of them revoking any kind of permission you have to be in this country. You understand?
¿Ahora sí entendió? Yes.
I'm now putting conditions on your bond.
Condiciones sobre
If
su-
you violate these conditions, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. And if you're unlucky enough, you'll be stuck in jail for a very long time.
Su tiempo.
You understand?
¿Entendió, señor? No, que sí entendió. ¿Sí, señor o no,
Sí,
señor?
señor.
Yes, sir.
Protect was issued on the 18th of this month.
18 de este
I
mes.
suggest you get to know it.
Quiero que sepan.
If you do something to violate the protective order, they will file a violation of a protective order case against you. And that's one of the worst cases you can pick up. I'm now ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any threatening or harassing contact with the complaining witness in this case and not to be in possession of any weapons.
de ningún arma.
What is threatening or harassing
Lo que es, ¿qué es?
doesn't matter what you think.
No importa lo que
I don't care what you think is threatening or harassing.
crean,
It is what she perceives.
ella percibe.
So can conduct alone violate? If I go like this,
Sí, de esta manera.
is that threatening or harassing? It most certainly is. So I would be careful.
Tendría
I don't know what kind of relationship you have with her,
que tenga usted
but if it's one that you're constantly butting heads, I would stay away.
dando cabezas, pues yo tendré cuidado.
Do you understand?
Perdón, ¿se entiende? Sí, señor o no, señor. Así se le contesta a un juez.
What do you do for a living?
¿A qué se dedica usted, señor?
Pintor.
Painter.
How much money do you make a month?
¿Qué tanto dinero gana por mes?
500 a la semana. 2,000 al mes.
Around 500 a week, 2,000 a month.
Do you have any children?
¿Tiene hijos?
En Nicaragua.
En Nicaragua.
How many kids do you have?
¿Cuántos hijos tiene usted?
2.
2.
Who else works in your family?
¿Quién más trabaja en su familia?
Mi mamá.
My mother.
How old are you?
¿Qué edad tiene usted?
37.
37.
You live with your wife now?
¿Usted vive con su esposa ahora? No.
Did you want to apply for an appointed
¿Quiere
lawyer?
solicitar por un abogado de oficio?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Give you an application.
Ahora una solicitud.
I don't want any issues, Mr. Jimenez. Otherwise, I'm going to lock you up.
No me dé más problemas o si no lo voy a encerrar. ¿Usted me entiende?
Come on.
Understand. Siga por ahí.
You don't have to lock him up. Just growl at him again.
There's no alcohol allegation, is there? No.
And in your email, so in your email, when you file, send you 2 emails. Like, yeah, just click on them so that it's not part of your unwritten email. You can simply ignore them, that's just compliment that file.
Any more? No attorneys? Okay. What about bond violators?
Let's check this.
That's the gentleman in back in the black coat, right?
Gomez, page 12.
Is that the gentleman from yesterday, right?
There's how many days, like,
Who?
this is the garden, how many days?
Oh, one. But I'll, let's wait to see, you know. Angel Gomez, come up.
Put your hands out of your pocket, we'll step forward.
If I may on this one.
Shoot.
April 8th, we gave him, cause he tested positive for marijuana, so he was gonna get 30 days. So I don't know why they said, I put a note in and everything.
Okay. What was the day that we first tested him that he tested positive?
We was, I believe it was April 5th.
On 4/8, he was a no-show for testing.
No, the first day, 4/8.
Just take a seat for me in the jury box, Mr. Gomez. Let me wait till your lawyer gets here. All right, so you need to give 30 days from the first time that we test, typically. So the first test was on the 8th.
No, okay, so the first, he told you he would test, or he would test positive for, marijuana on 4/8. I believe the first thing he actually tested was 4/11.
Okay, so I'm going from the 4/8 day then. Yeah, and then we'll test again 5/8 or 5/9 or 10, something like that. But let's wait for the lawyer to get here.
Buen día, ¿qué tal? Párese aquí, por favor, señor. Solo mira el juez, no me mire a mí, más en español.
You, Elmer Correa Enriquez,
Yes.
charged of driving while intoxicated, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for 2 days that you've done. You must understand that this charge will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life, Mr. Correa. If you were ever pulled over in a car from now on, the first thing an officer does is they will look you up. They will see a prior DWI. If they go to your window and they smell alcohol, what do you think is going to happen to you?
The jail.
What we're doing today will not happen again. From now on, you will be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. And if you were not smart enough to figure out how to get home on a night of drinking, then you will be doing that time in jail. And if you're not here with permission in this country, I guarantee you will get an ICE detainer. You understand?
Sure.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you are stuck with this. You can never change your mind. You understand? How do you plead to the offense? I will find you guilty. I will follow the agreement. Good luck to you, sir. It's FBF on the arraignment, though.
And then I could just keep.
Yes.
Okay.
Good morning, Ms. Cole.
Hi.
How are you? How's jail? How's jail?
Horrible.
Good. I hope it's the most miserable experience that you ever have, because the problem is we are now back yet on another fugitive case. I give people one chance and one chance only. You're now here on your second fugitive case.
But my first fugitive case was always non-extraditable. So I was just here for no reason.
Let's see. Mr. Kim, tell me what's going on.
So for this one, Judge, the last one was out of Georgia. This one's out of Florida for grand theft for Broward County, 2.5K bond there. I ran her FBI number and I'm still trying to figure it out because obviously I've only had a couple of minutes, but I do show a hit in Como County for an organized retail theft state jail and a robbery, second-degree felony. But I don't know any details regarding those charges because again, this is just running off the FBI number, but I don't know the state.
So she has in Como County, she has an open robbery and another organized crime retail theft?
This is the problem. So when I run it, it shows held, so there's no disposition date. But when I run it off of Como County, it doesn't show it on the clerk's website. So if you'd like, Judge, I can call the DA's office there to figure it out.
Do you mind? I'm not.
I don't know.
If you have those things open, hell no. Because you are a danger to the public, man. I don't know. If you don't, then we can talk. But I need to know for sure before I grant you a bond because I don't want that blood on my hands. So let's do this. I'm going to give Mr. Kim a chance to reach out to Como County to see what's going on with those two cases, if they are in fact open. And then you said the theft is from Broward County, right?
The warrant, yes, Judge, it's out of Broward County. And then obviously if the other one in Como County's open as well, then that's 2 felony thefts.
Okay, so let's see. I guess let's take a bit of time so we can find out what he says and then give somewhere else to go.
No, I'll be here all morning.
Sorry.
No.
I'll email as soon as I'm able to get a hold of a DA. There.
I don't think she understands what's going on right now.
Hey, Corey.
Hey, Judge. I've got Miss Scott in the holdover, I think.
Chanel Scott?
Yes. Do you need her out?
Okay, so you saw all the new cases she picked up?
I see the aggregate theft cases.
So, hey, Kevin, can you do me a favor? I need your help real quick. We're looking at Scott. Please. She has 2 theft cases with us. She's now picked up 3 felony theft cases upstairs. What happened?
So what do you need to know, Your Honor?
Chanel Scott, you have her 2 misdemeanor cases here. What happened on the felony theft cases upstairs? Are these new cases? Did she pick these up while she's on bond?
She was placed in Harris County Jail.
Scott.
Yeah.
Sure.
What's the question? What happened on the case upstairs? She was placed in Harris County Jail.
She's got 2 misdemeanor thefts with us. She picks up 3 felony aggregate thefts.
Sure, Judge. And this is on Scott. Let me pull those cases up. He's just asking for the PC on those. The PC on those? Yeah.
Well, on December 23rd, 2023, at Alta, 7744 Cypress Creek. So officer, our plaintiff.
Ulta is the new, it's the new Walmart. You know, it is. I mean, that Bed Bath or Bath and Body Works, man, the new Walmarts.
So Judge, it is 3 thefts on the 17th, 19th, and the 23rd of December. Judge.
December.
They predate these charges.
So December.
That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah,
Are
they do predate these charges, so we don't have a basis to revoke it right at this point.
That was my question.
Yeah, and the 17th is Ulta, $3,948 stolen of 28 bottles of fragrances.
How many?
28 bottles. Of
28 bottles of perfume or cologne?
It's fragrances.
How do you carry that much?
Where do you put it?
Yeah.
I would think it was in a bag, actually. I don't think this is one.
No. You ever watched the video with been caught stealing with Jane's Addiction? It's got to be something.
So, and the 23rd judge is 40 bottles of fragrances valued at $5,587. And let me take a look at the 19th, 25 bottles of fragrances valued at $3,132 in a white shopping bag. That's what it is. But Judge, those do predate
So
our
here's
offices.
begs the question, how do we protect the public?
Sure, Judge.
You know?
Let me see. They're all Ultas. Even the misdemeanor thefts are Ultas, allegedly. Yeah, Ulta beauty stores. But let me make sure it's the same location.
Did they get it back or?
No.
Wow.
Judge, let me see. 19507 North Freeway. 9. Oh, the very first misdemeanor theft, the 245508 is actually an HEP, but the rest of them are Ultas. So let me take a look at the
3823, that's also an Ulta case?
The judge, the 245508, the very first theft, misdemeanor theft, it's HEB. Everything else is Ulta, but they're different Ulta locations. So I would just say no contact with Ulta. I think that's the easiest way.
So your bonds are now set at 45,000 upstairs. What I'm going to do to you, Ms. Scott, is that in the event that you do get out, I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol or drugs, and I'm putting you under home confinement. I'm going to put a GPS monitor on you, so I know that you're not going anywhere. Do you understand, man? I mean, I don't know if you're going to bond out at this point, but if you do, I'm now modifying that conditions to not allow you to go anywhere for any reason at all. Do you understand, Ms. Scott?
It's really very.
I would like to do some creative sentencing in this case if it ends up pleading to where we do something like they hold a sign. Remember how the other judge used to make them hold a sign right outside the store? Perhaps we'll do something like that with these cases as well. We'll do it for a couple weeks in each location so that everybody knows. That was Judge Poe back in the day. Do you remember that?
I've heard about that.
So, and I think that that's what we'll do. As part of any kind of punishment here, she will be required to hold a sign bearing how much she's taken, how many times, and at each location you'll have to do there for 4 to 6 hours, holding it up.
Yes, I'm sure we'll be able to resolve the
So
case.
that's, I'm making that a condition of any plea bargain agreement that we do. She will be required to do that.
I'll notate that in the case, Judge.
Thanks.
Thank you, Judge. Can I get a reset?
Please.
Thank you.
Ms. Scott?
Jeremiah. Hey.
Yeah. Judge, I have Martinez on your docket. First name is Christian. I think it's a racing case. They've made an offer to resolve it through a PTI. I would like an opportunity to take that. It's a DSC and some community service.
What's your client's last name?
Last name is Martinez. First name is Christian.
Yeah. Oh, and it's only 106 days. You can have whatever you want.
Thank you, Judge.
For sure. Hi, Shreya.
Hi, Judge. I'm here on Elijah Coates, who sent me jury box.
Okay.
This is that one violation.
Mr. Coates, coming up.
It's a DSC and some. As you know, I was in the hospital last month, so I didn't even know it at all. So I'm ready.
Okay, here's sign. Good morning. How are you? So what's your schedule? What are you doing with yourself these days?
Like, what do I do?
Do you go to school?
Currently I'm I'm trying to work on getting my GED and stuff done. And
That would be a
applying for
very,
jobs.
very good move, because I'm telling you, if at the minimum you don't get your GED, you'll be working for pennies on the dollar for the rest of your life. You'll make nothing if you don't, at the very minimum, have a high school diploma. I swear to you. The amount of bums we see here that go in and out of jail, it's because of one reason. They ain't got no money. And when you have no money, your life is miserable. I promise you. At the minimum, you got to get your high school diploma. I'm making that a condition of your bond now as well. So if you don't, you'll be stuck with me and I'm going to make you get it in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So Shreya, we need to work on making sure that Mr. Coates gets it.
About the GED stuff.
So aside from that, what else are you doing with your life?
Time-wise, all day, wake up, who do you take care of, what do you do?
I wake up, I watch my little brother and my son sometimes. Well,
Your son?
Sure.
You got a son? What are you, 18 you? You're 17, you got a kid? Sure. Oh my Lord. Babies having babies. What else do you do?
I wake up, I watch them when my mom doesn't take them to daycare.
Mom or aunt?
Well, aunt.
Okay.
I watch them all day.
What
And
age
that's
children?
pretty much it. My little brother is 3 years old and my son is currently 1.
Is your brother the 3-year-old, is that the foster child that your aunt talks about?
Yes.
Okay.
What about the baby's mother? Who is it?
She ran away.
So you've got custody of the kid. Don't have any more kids, Mr. Coates. Keep it in your pants for now because you're only messing up your life even more. Don't have any more kids. We need to work on you getting your life stable so that you can make a stable life for this baby. This is a little person that needs food, it needs clothes, it needs guidance from an adult. You're not an adult. We need to work to get you there.
Yes, sir.
We want to talk about your bond violations. Why? I know that the one time you said because you were like eating and you mapped out your bus route. And I appreciate that you have to eat.
Are you working?
No, I'm currently finna get a job. I'm finna go work at the Dave's Hot Chicken. It's Westheimer. I'm finna go.
So why are you late coming home?
The bus, it's like a 2-hour bus ride to get back to my house, sir. I live almost in Katy.
Where are you going that's requiring you to stay out late?
So he was at court that day, I think till about what, 1 p.m.?
I was at court
2 p.m.
till
Your
1:30 to 2.
Right here?
Yes,
Okay.
that was the first BDR.
But I know it doesn't take from 1 to 9 o'clock to get home.
Oh, no. The 8 o'clock one, I was at a funeral, sir.
No, there was 2, and we haven't approached since. So let's talk first about the first one, which is the court date that you were here. You also gave your analysis, and that one took a little bit longer. We'll talk about the funeral, which was last weekend, which is soon. But he said that he was taking your analysis. He went on the bus that takes 2 hours to get home, but that he got off to go eat Chick-fil-A and then got back on the bus. And when the bus stops, it takes him how long to walk from the bus stop to his house?
It's a 30-minute bus walk. From the bus stop to my house is 30
So
minutes.
those are important facts. So it was like about 2.5 hours of travel time plus food time after he did your analysis, which is why he was late.
What do we have it now at 7 p.m.?
7 p.m. So it's just like a couple of things. It was like 7:45.
Okay, let's switch it to 9.
But you understand, that doesn't mean like cut it close, like, because like, 9:04, we're getting notices.
I'm not gonna, if you're past 9, I'm gonna put you over my knee and I'm gonna spank you with a ton of jail time, Mr. Coates. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I don't want any more issues. And what I want to do now is I want to see you get your diploma. First things first. You're not doing anything now. The only thing that you need to be concentrating on is getting your diploma.
Yes, sir.
So what are you with? How are we going to do that? What's the next step?
I gotta do it online. I gotta register for the classes.
Okay, so I'm setting the case out 2 weeks and I want to see that he's registered for the classes. Shreya, I need proof. If you don't, I'm going to keep you. Do you understand, Mr. Coates? I want registration. I want to see what classes you're taking. I want the class schedule.
Yes, sir.
And then after I see what your schedule is, we're going to craft a study curriculum for you so that you can pass this thing.
Yes, sir.
Do you need books?
No, sir. The main thing I would need is math because I hate math. So like calculators and stuff like that.
Do you have money for that?
I could arrange something with my aunt.
Put in for like investigation fees or something like that, perhaps?
I can do social
Can maybe
work stuff.
can you
Math
find
and
out?
Social work. So I actually think with him, I was gonna do that. I'm gonna set him up with a
Yes.
social worker who's gonna contact you and help you sort of with any resources you need.
Can we get maybe like a tutor too, or no? Is that possible?
I don't think that.
Ask. If not, maybe we can creatively do something to,
I'll talk to the MAC about because they should be working on that.
I want your schedule. You have 2 weeks. I want to see what you've done. If you've done nothing, I promise you're going to stay with me, Mr. Coates, and I'm going to make you learn in jail.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
One way or the other, we're going to get this diploma.
Yes, sir.
Okay? All right, bud. He's back. Come up. So, Mark, we need to figure out what we're going to do with this case. I'm not granting it 180 days. So he needs to decide. I'm not granting the withdrawal at 180 days. It's now time to decide. So come up. What is his last name again?
Russell.
Mr. Russell, you now need to make a decision on what you want to do with this case. It's 180 days old. Have you guys made an offer on this thing?
Take your hands on your pocket while in front of the judge.
30 days. Looks like the last offer was 30 days.
They've offered you 30 days in jail. Your other option is to set this thing for trial. We need to know what you want to do today because your case is old. Your lawyer has filed a motion to withdraw because he's not happy with you. There's got to be a reason for that. I'll tell you, there's no worse thing than having a lawyer upset with you because they have your life in your hands. It's like a doctor, You can be going away for a long time. It's now time to make a decision. I'll have you guys talk and you let me know what you want to do, Mr. Russell. If you do want to take the time today, I'll give you a turn on date so you don't have to go turn yourself in today. I'll give you a couple weeks so you can get your affairs in order. Okay? Please. You guys go ahead, talk and let me know what you want to do. Ms. Garza, I am now taking away your privilege to drive. You'll be signing an affidavit right now promising me that you're not going to drive. If I find that you drive, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you get in a car and drive. I'm also putting an ankle monitor so I know where you are at all times, and I'm giving you a curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. You are not allowed out. You have an open DWI.
What about work? I work.
It's not my problem. You have picked up a DWI while you have another DWI. The only thing I want is not you out at night because it's a potential liability.
I help at my mom's restaurant.
Not only that, I'm now giving you 2 weeks to determine what you want to do in this case. It would behoove you to meet with Sonia to figure out what you guys want to do. In 2 weeks, you must be back here and let me know you want to accept a plea bargain agreement from the state, or I will set your case for trial. Yeah, 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. So you got everything, right? Okay. No consuming alcohol, no drugs. You're going to be randomly tested, and then we'll go from there, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. All right, come on up this way, please.
Ma'am?
Victoria, on Garza, can you file the interlock paperwork, please?
Raise your right hand.
Hey, Eric, what's up?
I have one customer on your docket this morning.
Okay.
His name is Taras, Taras.
Okay.
She's probably 180. Her meeting is May 9th. That's next week, or 2 weeks.
Okay, so we'll set you just for a couple days after that. Please let her know that if she doesn't show up, she gets a trial setting because it's already very
She is
old.
here.
That's her? Okay. Come up, ma'am. Ma'am, you've worked out an agreement where if you show up to this meeting and meet with the social workers, your case will be dismissed. Your case is very old, so you must show up. If you don't, I will set your case for trial right afterwards. Okay? It's only like a 10 to 15 minute meeting, so it's not long. All you have to do is show up and this case gets dismissed. Do you understand, ma'am? Okay, great. All right, guys, thanks. Oh, Mr. Russell, you and I have had a lot of dealings. Theft after theft after theft, and after today, you're not my problem anymore. From now on, no matter how small a theft you pick up, you will be charged with a felony offense. Instead of days here, you'll be looking at years. Do you understand? They can use both of these now to enhance you to a felony offense. And then with your other prior felony, if that was a conviction, let me see. Yeah. You could be potentially looking at an up to another 10-year sentence because of your TDC trip. You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal once you accept this agreement. How do you plead to the offense of theft, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Yes. Guilty.
We'll find you guilty, sentence you to 30 days in jail. I'll give you 2 days credit. Turn in May 7th by 6 p.m. If you do not turn yourself in, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months. Show up on time, because if you don't, they're not going to take you. And then you and I are going to have real problems. Good luck to you, sir. Mr. Russell, is it true that you had the prior felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon?
No. I mean, yes, I'm sorry.
All right, thanks. True that I got it. CC.
Well, he just did not disappoint again, did he, guys? No, he doesn't. Hey. He's going to make her stand out there with a sign. Thank goodness. Hi, Georgia Peach. Thank good. Wow, Georgia Peach, I have to tell you something. Just like Cha, I see you in so many court chat rooms. When I used to look for all my content on YouTube, I used to see you in all the chat rooms. I can't believe you're in mine. Hello. But I'm just glad that Judge Fleischer doesn't live in an area where they still chop off your hands for stealing. These people, we would have a whole bunch of people walking around handless, let me tell you. Is he really going to make her hold a sign up? I don't know why. I mean, public shaming, I think. I don't know. You know, we grew up in the 80s, so public shaming that was normal. That was a normal thing to do. But we got so far away from that now. Hi, Raven. He might. I think he will. I think he was not joking. Like sometimes he says, okay, you're going to jail. Take him away. And then he says to him, don't take him downstairs. Because it's not true. Like, he knows that he's not going to send him. He's just trying to scare him for a little bit. I think her attitude did it. Like, I think her laughing and everything, I think that's what did it. I don't know, though. I don't know. Judge Fleischer was on a roll today. Like, he's like, who's next? We got any bond violations? Who's next? Carolyn, thank you again for sending us that judge for Mrs. Fields' production. That judge was awesome. She is so good. Did anybody see her, see the flag behind her? Look, I'm just gonna put it on again so that we can see her flag.
How you doing?
You tell me who is who, please?
There.
Okay.
What flag is that? Anybody? I'm waiting for chat to reply because they're all smarticle particles. I said that. I know, me too, Jay. Me too. I kind of miss it. Is it Michigan? Gotcha. I'm gonna find this judge. I got this weird Michigan link that I don't have to go to YouTube. I can just look at this weird Michigan link. It looks blue. It looks blue to me, not black. Yep, that's 2 votes for Michigan. Kentucky? Wait, now they're saying no, it's not Michigan. Now they're saying it is Michigan. Yes. At least my chat is decisive above all else. Good night, Debbie. I'll find her. Listen, I will find her. I really will. It don't matter what I have to do. I'm going to find this judge. I'll start with Michigan. Oh, Sarah says she is Michigan, and that is definitely not Michigan. Oh, yeah. Speaking of, thank you, Cloud. You reminded me. So, no, Fazia. I can't. Hi, Raspberry. Raven. Wow. Okay, so we boiled it down, guys. She is either Michigan or she is Kentucky. That's what my chat is saying. Now, I know in the comments later that I'm going to get a whole bunch of comments on this flag. I got people who live in Michigan in my chat that's saying this is not Michigan. But then I got people who are damn sure this is definitely Michigan. Oh, anyway, thank you, Cloud. Okay. My Patreon, I'm going to put the full docket for Fleischer up again today. If I didn't already, I can't remember if I did or I didn't. For yesterday, for Thursday. What day is it? I don't even know. You know what? I live in Pennsylvania, and that's the kind of flag we have. However, we have that blue, that dark blue, and we have the gold around the edges. However, I know for a fact there is no live courts in Pennsylvania because I have looked high and low and high and low and high and low and back again. But her accent, she doesn't have a southern accent, so it would fit for Pennsylvania. It would fit for Michigan. Man, I wish I knew where this court was. Okay, back to what I tried to say. This is the third time now. I'm going to put Fleischer's up on my Patreon. It's free. Hop on there, and if you want to see the whole docket, if you didn't get enough of Fleischer. And then I will be back tomorrow. Georgia Peach, thanks for popping in. We appreciate it. Thanks for all the new people and all you lurkers. Hello. My mods in my chat are the greatest ever, ever, ever mods ever. They work so hard. They do. They work so hard, and it's every single day. I don't have her name because it's all blurred out. People are, hi Jim. People are very protective of their new judges. Sometimes. But there's a big fake dollar bill on the wall behind her, and I'm pretty sure that's a felony. Love you too. Oh, Cha, yeah, you did, but I spoke about you during the live, if that makes you feel any better. Oh, Nay's got a point. The design of the courtroom looks like Michigan. That's right. I mean, that sort of does. The whole design does look like a Michigan courtroom. I don't work, Fozzie. I do not work. I enjoy it so much. There's Red. Hi, Red. All right, I'm ending it here, guys. Hope you have a great day. Today's Friday, guys. Today's Friday. So I will talk to you later. Maybe in 24 hours. Bye, guys. Be good. Be